With the rising popularity of magnesium supplement, many people are taking magnesium in various forms. Nowadays, you can find magnesium not only in pills but also as a spray and bath products. If you see the number of Amazon reviews, you will see just how many people are using it. At my office, more and more people are using magnesium spray for pain relief. But does this spray really work? Let's take a look. Magnesium has become extremely popular. People are always tired, stressed, their muscles are tense, and they cannot sleep well at night. With its known benefit for energy production, muscle relaxation, sleep, and bone health, magnesium has become a go-to supplement for many. There are different types of magnesium, and it's important to take the right one depending on your symptom and what you're trying to achieve. I have a video that explains the different types of magnesium and dosage, so please check that out. Now, back to the main topic. Most magnesium comes in tablet or capsule or powder form, but now we also have a spray, bath product, and even lotion, right? But do these really work? Generally, when you take magnesium, it gets break down in the stomach and changed to magnesium ions and absorbed in the intestine and enters the bloodstream. From there, it can be used in muscle, the nervous system, energy metabolism, and other process. This is a fact backed by years and years of data. However, the key difference with spray and other topical magnesium products is how they are absorbed. I want you to think for a second. When you spray or apply magnesium onto your skin, where does it go? It has to go through the skin, right? For a substance to be absorbed through the skin, it has to pass through the epidermis or be absorbed through sweat glands or hair follicle. The problem is that these glands and follicles only make up about 0.1% to 1% of the skin's surface. Plus, our skin only absorbs molecules smaller than 500 dalton. It's called 500 dalton rule for this reason. That's why there is a lot of research around making topical medication like ointment or antibiotic creams to ensure they are absorbed effectively and the molecule size is carefully considered. So, why do we people believe that topical magnesium works? Well, the size of magnesium atom is 160 picometers, which when hardly converted to daltons, it's about 25 daltons, which is a smaller than 500 dalton limit. It means that in theory, it can absorb through the skin. But here's the thing. What's our body's biggest defense mechanism? It's the skin, right? Our skin doesn't know what's good or what's bad for us. So its primary goal is to blocking anything from getting into our system. There is an outer layer of skin called corneocytes, which works as a shield of skin. I know this is off topic, but while editing this video, I wanted to quickly introduce a bit of Korean culture. Have you ever heard of Korean spa? In Korea, we do a body scrub to remove these corneocytes, the dead skin cells. Let me show you what it looks like.
Is this going to hurt?
Yeah, Steven?
Does this hurt? Does this hurt? You're a sadist. You like to hurt people. You like to cause pain. Gives you pleasure. Yeah. It hurts. It sucks. Oh! Oh! Mother! Oh! What did Mrs. Lee do to you last night? Oh!
You can see the skin he's falling off of him.
That skin that's been on me since Jimmy Carter was president. What are you doing? Don't bet. No! The skin off my balls!
Let's get back to topic. Now, let's assume some magnesium does get through this skin barrier. Let's say if you apply 100 of magnesium, how much actually can get into your system? Everyone is different, but would even 10% be possible? There is no way to know. Another thing to consider is, as I mentioned earlier, that when we take magnesium, it gets converted into magnesium ion in the stomach and absorbed in the intestines. Magnesium needs to be ionized to be active in the body, okay? but the lipid layer of the skin blocks the absorption of ionized magnesium, which is why some products use oil-based magnesium formulation to bypass this barrier. But again, even with this formulation, there is no way to tell how much is actually observed. Now, let's look at a study. This research suggests that magnesium absorption through the skin is minimal. Specifically, it points out that magnesium chloride, which commonly used in topical products, expand up to 400 times its size when mixed with water, making it nearly impossible for it to pass through the skin. Even if magnesium does get absorbed, it can only do so through the 0.1% to 1% of the skin where sweat gland and hair follicles are located. So it's unclear how effective it really is. Additionally, claims that topical magnesium works faster than oral magnesium are not backed by evidence yet. The researchers conclude that while some absorption might occur, more research is needed, so it's hard to recommend topical magnesium. On the other hand, there are some studies showing benefits. For example, the Mayo Clinic studied effects of transdermal magnesium chloride on fibromyalgia patients. In this study, 24 patients used magnesium spray on their arms and legs twice a day for 4 weeks, and the results were positive. However, it's worth noting that this was a clinical trial, not a randomized control study, and the sample size was only 24, which limits the study's impact. So, should you use topical magnesium? If you cannot take magnesium orally due to stomach issue or side effect, maybe. But if that's not the case, I would not recommend it. If you want to use a spray for muscle tightness or soreness, it might be better to use a massage ball or gun to work on the tight muscle for 10 to 20 minutes instead. Or try a half bath or full bath to increase circulation, which will be far more effective than a spray. So if you ask me whether to take magnesium or spray it, I'll choose to take it orally every time. As I mentioned earlier, the body's ability to absorb magnesium through ingestion is well documented and supported by years of research. So at this point, I think it's safe to stay with the evidence. And to remind you again, there are many types of magnesium and each type can be helpful with different things. So if you're curious about which type of magnesium is right for you, please check out this video. And I'll be back next week with more helpful information. Remember, health is wealth, so invest in yourself. This is Dr. Sean making health easy for you. See you next week.